Well, Virgo, it's always difficult to balance work and personal affairs, but that's exactly where you're at this month, December 2022. Didici here with your Oracle Express, that speedy but hopefully pertinent review of your horoscope. And we see here Mars in the 10th house, retrograde. It's been doing its reverse motion here in your career sector. So no doubt you're trying to figure out where to best apply your skills, where to direct your energy, your physical energy, your drive, and your ambitious desires, because Mars is an action planet. But it's experiencing some opposition here, as we can see. It's just had the opposition of Mercury. That's your ruling planet. So we see that even within yourself, there's something that's hindering you or holding you back from doing your best work. Venus right now is also right smack bang on that opposition. You see the red line here? So there's some tension there also indicated by this finance planet. So career, finance, these are the planets that are involved. Mercury rules your professional life as well as your sun sign. Venus rules your income. It also rules your luck and fortune and studies. And then we see the sun moving into this opposition around the, let's have a look at that, around the 7th, I believe, 7th or 8th. And you're probably feeling that even now because, the aspects get stronger and stronger till they hit the exact degree. Now, the sun for you rules your expenses, your hidden life, if we could put it that way, those parts of your past that you'd prefer to sort of keep under lock and keep. But it may be that some of those elements of your past are going to trickle into your domestic sphere and create some problems. There may have been some commitments that you've given in the past only to break them because of the demands of work. You have to go back before you retaliate to see whether or not there's some merit to what's being said by the opposing team. And these could be people in your family, wife, kids, anyone there that you have a really deep and close relationship with of a domestic nature. And we also see that that's going to implicate your children, by the way, when Mercury moves into this 5th house on the 7th. So the 7th and the 8th, a lot happening there in your chart. We see the transformative influence already of Pluto in that 5th house. It's not just children, but it's your creativity and the activity that brings you into resonance with your higher self more than anything else. So that's also going to be activated. I want to talk about that 5th house in a moment after I talk about your relationships here, which we see the retrograde Neptune the last few months is itself going direct in its motion on December 4. So you see this first week really has a lot going on for you. Domestic sphere, relationships, whatever has been confusing to you regarding your relationships is likely to clear up as this planet moves forward. The full moon we see here is again bringing your attention back to your professional life, your employers, government, big business. All of these areas are indicated by the full moon here in the 10th house. It's interesting to note as well that the full moon relates naturally to your domestic life, your family, your mother, that sort of thing. So its movement here into the 10th house further corroborates what I was saying earlier about this balance, or perhaps imbalance, between the professional demands right now and what is expected of you on the domestic front. Naturally, we're moving into the Christmas period, so that makes sense to me that you're trying to tie up loose ends there with your profession. You don't have enough time for your family. So the onus is on you to creatively manage that, Virgo, and find a way in which you can satisfy all the wolves that are at your door right now. Finally, there's a new moon that's going to take place here in this 5th house. That's also going to accentuate the transit of Mercury here, 5th house. It's a great opportunity for you just at the tail end of this year and the beginning of the new year to find your niche in terms of that creative sweet spot that's going to make you feel good about yourself. You'll have some leisure time. It's an opportunity to dedicate some time to yourself, to do something that makes you happy, and to shut yourself off from the demands of professionals and relatives alike. I'm going to see you here next year, I hope. In the meantime, have a safe and really happy Christmas. Don't forget to find out what's happening in the new year. We've got the yearlies going up at astrology.com.au with all the other readings that we do daily, weekly, monthly. And I'm sure that's going to give you the bigger picture for your future. And what's going to give you the bigger picture as well is to subscribe, drop me a line, get a personal reading if you wish. In any case, notwithstanding all of that, I'll be back here in January with what's happening for the new year. Take care. Bye-bye now. Merry Christmas.